Have you watched INTZ in the wildcard tournament yesterday? Well, I did, and now I'm tilted. In game 1, it started pretty bad in the mid lane, because Nidalee was camping Talkers, and the lack of mobility of Malzahar made it very tricky. Talkers called for Revolta to push the lane, but it didn't go as planned, and Nidalee almost killed them both. Now there's a problem. Because Revolta is not safe anymore in his jungle, INTZ feel like they had to make a big play. So they go for the big play, and this will be a good one. Because Nidalee is stuck in the top jungle, and the other mid laner is stuck under the tower, it gives the room for Revolta to roam with Talkers to the bot lane, and for Young to TP and help them out. It goes pretty well, and they take more kills, and they also take the first tower. After that, Young is ahead and he will carry the game all alone. It was a good game, but I start to get worried at this point. Now there is a game 2. Revolta tries to get vision for the top lane by getting the crab in the river, but he gets caught. This effectively gives double buff to Gnar, which already had a favorable matchup against Gangplank. It can seem a bit unlucky for Revolta, but honestly, it was a big mistake. First of all, they don't have pressure in the top lane, so Gnar will always arrive first in the river. Also, Talkers was at base at that moment, so Revolta should have been a lot more cautious when he went for the crab. Now, INTZ is behind, so they try to go for the big play once again. It worked last time. Why shouldn't it work now? As soon as they see Elise in the top lane, the bot lane goes ham in 2v2. It could have been a very nice play, but mechanical errors made it a double kill for Tamkench. So now, not only the jungler and the top lane is behind, but the bot lane is behind as well. So what does INTZ do? Well, as soon as Talia has her ultimate, they try to go for a big play in the bot lane again. But the problem is, Gragas is nowhere near to be found, and Talia is on top of a pink wall. So it was a very rushed play, and because it was rushed, it was not enough to get a kill. And because Talia loses time to gank the bot lane, she loses time to farm in the mid lane. And what happens later on? Well, Echo will kill Talia 1v1 twice. So effectively we have now top lane behind, jungler behind, mid lane behind, and bot lane behind. And there is no way out of this situation. Often in League of Legends, it is better to play to your strength and not rush situations. Sometimes it's better to wait, to farm, and then later on, hit harder. There was still room for Lion Gaming to make mistakes. But INTZ trying to do the plays too quick opened mistakes from INTZ. Lion Gaming only pushed the lanes very safely and waited for INTZ to outplay themselves. Now, this is one victory for one defeat. It's still very much possible that INTZ will qualify to the semi-final, but it is also very worrying. Because Latin American teams are very far from being favorites in this tournament, we can only expect games to be harder after that. So INTZ better step up their game, but at this point I am not quite sure they have it anymore.